As you're learning to write code, whatever language that is in, whether it's C# and .NET Framework, or you're learning to code in something like JavaScript or C or C++ or Ruby or whatever the language is that you're learning to code in, along the way, it's very, very helpful, if not completely necessary, to learn how to connect your project to a database, whether that be local or remotely hosted. Databases come in different sizes, they come in different types. There's relational databases, there's non-relational or NoSQL databases. You can, as I said, have local databases, hosted databases. You can get them on a hosting service. You can, have your own server with something like MySQL installed, SQL Server installed. There's a lot of different use cases and a lot of different types of databases. Some of them function very much the same, some very different. Some have more function than others. Some are smaller and more compact for mobility than others. Some are large and handle scaling very well for things like enterprise applications, much better than others. So, in these videos, what I aim to present is on the local side of things. So we're going to learn how to install a local database using SQLITE, or SQLITE is a database. That's a relational database, and it's embedded. We're going to embed it in a C# application, and that application will be using Windows Presentation Foundation for our GUI. So we're actually going to embed a local database. We're going to learn how to install it, put all the files where we need to. We're also going to learn how to deploy it when we compile the application for installation later. How to put the local database or create a local database onto the user's machine in a spot where it can be accessed. And we're going to use a database first model using the entity framework to talk to the database inside of our WPF C# application. So in these videos, I'm going to start off by showing where to download and what to download from the SQLITE website. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to getting SQLITE installed inside of Visual Studio for our project in our WPF C# application. And we're going to later move on to some of the nuances of installation. Then we're going to talk about using entity and link to talk to the database, and add tables and do the such. And we're also going to talk about some of the nuances of inside of a setup project and deployment, some of the things that you'll need to know and errors that you might come across, problems that might occur when doing so with SQLITE and the entity framework. And we're also going to install a tool inside of Visual Studio that's going to help us in this process of managing the database. So we'll go ahead and start with that, and I will see you in the next video.